Okay, welcome everybody to Coffee and Art in the Morning. I'm Dee Dee, and it's Monday. It's Memorial Day, so take a minute to think of your uh, think of the people that have made sacrifices for freedom, and remember them. Today I'm going to try to do three segments today. I'm on Ustream.tv, by the way, and I'm talking to a live chat, a live audience. So after I record here, I upload to YouTube, and so all those that can't be here live can watch the show. So I'm going to do three segments. I'm going to do a book segment, which I'm getting ready to do now, and then I want to do a segment on my little postcards and I'll show you how I did these. And then I want to, if we have time, work a part three on our Kraken. I did do some more work on the Kraken himself, the same stuff that I showed last in part two. I just continued that all the way through. I'm not done. I still have more shading to do on him, but you get the idea, and that's the most important thing. And then I'm going to work on the water if we have time. So we'll see how time goes. Because time flies. Exactly, Terry. Thank you. Always remembering. Um, okay, so the first thing I want to show, I have five books to show, and I want to show this color book first. The author sent it to me, The Baker's Dozen, a coloring book, and pictures by Wendy Edelson, and story by Aaron Shepard, and Aaron's the one that sent this to me. And I'm not going to color in it today, but I'm going to do a flip through. And then when I go to color in it, in the next stream or the stream after, I will do another flip through. So I'll just do a little bit of talking about the ISBN. I did look it up. It is on Amazon. The ISBN is 978-162-035-5626. And the back, you can see there's a bunch of the pages that are colored already. So if you don't know what colors to color them, or if you want to do it as a completed storybook and pass it on to someone, your kids, grandkids, or whatever, if you want to do it consistently, then you have, if you want to color it all the same. You don't have to, of course. But I love this. It's just like coloring because it is a kid's book. So, it talks a little bit, and I'll get into more about it when I go to, when I color in it. So we'll do more on it. But I just wanted to talk a little bit about it. It's a grayscale coloring book, and they talk about, how to color in grayscale. Why choose this coloring storybook? And they go on to say it's adapted from a beloved children's picture book, a Christmas story, and I'll read all this the next time when we color in it. Printed on color press in pure black oil-based ink, giving superior detail and tonal depth while avoiding tinting and resisting smearing. Black lines right on the title page for colorist signature and date. Blank lines. Here, see, you can put here your name and your date. Bonus pictures at the end for test experiments or practice. The thumbnails are on the back cover, like I showed you. It's available in both paperback and hardcover. And I don't know the ISBN for the hardcover. With no difference in paper, but I think that as long as you could get in the crack, I guess you could, because it really has the black line, so it wouldn't be a problem on a hardcover. Pages may be copied for personal use. Practice as many copies as you like, and they say you can share the pictures, that just give them credit when you share. And so that's what I'm doing, Shalene. So I will be I will be talking more about all the details of the book when I do the coloring, but I just wanted to do a flip through. And the story is in a Dutch colonial town later known as Albany, New York, and then there's the town, and it's a whole story about sharing, and I won't do it all now, and I don't even know. I didn't ask him if he wanted me to read the book. I mean, it's not like it's not hard to, I could read the book while I showed the pictures, but the pictures are grayscale and very, hi Limo, anybody else popping in? Hey Mountain Dreamer. Some of them are more detailed than others, like this one. This one's very detailed of the town. Maybe I need to brighten it up just a little. Hang on. There we go. And then some are larger, like this one. The baker, the cat. Look at all the detail, though. This is one that you're going to spend time, if you want to do the whole book well, you're going to want to spend time on it. It would be a labor of love for sure. Exactly. Let's see. I want to get in close, but I want it to be clear as I can get it. So when we go to color, of course, white, camera, lighting, white. Let's try to, there we go. Sorry, bumped the camera. It is a lovely book. And the story that goes along with it. But look at it. Isn't it just awesome? I mean, I wanted to get out some markers or something and start coloring it, Of course, the paper's thin. If you use alcohol markers, it's going to go through. But there's test pages in the back, so I'm thinking that maybe have to test for, water-based markers, and we'll test that. Of course, you could use watercolor, but the paper's thin, so if you do too much water, it's going to buckle, Y'all got to remember. So, yeah. And I saw that Anne, A Colorful Life, Anne is doing a series on beginner colorist. So if you're watching this and you're a beginning colorist, and you want to know from the very beginning what, when you pick a book to what kind of papers, Anne's doing a series on her channel. So, and Saint Nick, talking to the kids, and then they make, and see little cookies baked like Saint Nick. I think what I would like to do when I go to color this, I think I want to go through the whole book and find all the cookies and the Saint Nicks. Hey, Vicky. And find all the Saint Nicks first. See, like, here's one of the cookies. Here's a whole bunch of the cookies. I want to go through the whole book and color all the cookies first. Especially, and that's probably a good idea, if you want to color the whole book consistently, have all the characters have the same clothes, colors, and all that, to go through and like color all the bakers. That's how I would approach it. But that's just me, you don't have to do it that way. Color all the, kids, all the bakers, and, everybody, color all the same people, so that they're all the colors would be consistent. Yeah, exactly, Button. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, color them all at the same time. But look at the detail, guys. I mean, it's like if you ever, and I collect kids, illustrated kids books, and so, you see all these beautiful kids books and you think, oh, that'd be an awesome color book. Well, this is your chance to do that. This is your chance to color a kids book, Although by no means is this art. I mean, this is some awesome art. And the artist is Wendy Edelson. And again, the story is by Aaron Shepard. And Wendy, oh my gosh, you did good, girl. Yeah, would somebody post in the chat that we're having chat issues? I don't think they could hear me if I said it. So, but look at that. That's just going to be so fun to, I can't get it much closer because I'm already zoomed in pretty close. All right, and about the children's book, this coloring book is adapted from the children's picture book, The Baker's Dozen, A St. Nicholas Tale, retold by Aaron Shepard and illustrated by Wendy Edelson. The book was published in 1995 by Anthem Books for Young Children, an imprint of Simon & Schuster, and was honored as an American Bookseller pick of the list and a Trumpet Book Club selection. It is still available. It is a new edition from Skyhook Press with bonus cookie recipes and patterns. And it has about the artist, about the author, which I will read those in depth. Here, so you have that blank paper in the back to test, the test sheet here. And when we go to color in this, probably next week, I don't know if we'll get to it by Wednesday, but if I get to it by either Wednesday or next week, unless I do a special show, when we color in it, I'll do more information on the artist and all that. But I just wanted to show you that it came in. Isn't it gorgeous, Heather? I know. Name the beginning colors. Name of, I don't know what that means, Krusty. I don't know what you're asking. So there's that. So again, we will go through it more thoroughly, and when we color it, and what I will probably do, and you'll get a better feel for all the pages, like if I start with Saint Nick and go through and color him all the way through, I don't know if I want to do watercolor washes, neocolor washes, and then pencil shading, because look how they've done that there. Isn't that beautiful? So yeah, I'm excited to work in it. Just love it. Thank you so much, Erin, for sending it. So the next thing on this segment right here is my new book segment, including the 2 books I got at the thrift store last week that I forgot to show you. And at the end of the show, I go, I'll show y'all the 2 books I got at the thrift store, and I completely forgot. Somebody on YouTube comments says, you forgot to show those books, and I did. I just completely forgot to show the books I got at the thrift store. It's only 2 of them. So then I went to Barnes & Noble this weekend. I went to Books A Million and Barnes & Noble, but I only bought something from Barnes & Noble. And I did tweet it, so if you saw the tweet, then you saw the books that I bought there. I did, of course, you didn't see the inside. That's why we're here. So this book and others like it they're on the bargain price, $7.98. I'm not sure normally how much they are. And I'd never seen these before. They had 3 or 4 different ones. They had a Stickertopia museum, a Stickertopia jungle, I think, another one that was a forest, another one I think that was flower garden. Anyway, they had 3 or 4 different ones. And of course I had to get the museum one. and I gotta tell you the truth, I didn't really get it to put the stickers on the pages. I got the stickers because I like the stickers. So I don't know that I'll actually put together the stickers on the, let me move that light. I don't know if I'll put the stickers on the pages or not. You saw this book button? Yeah. And it just called to me, called to me. The other book I got called to me too. So So anyway, it's Stickertopia, the museum. Create beautiful artworks, one sticker at a time. And over 1,000 stickers. And the cover has a fold out. And then in the back, it has a fold out. And the reason that they did that is so that, let's just say you're working on this page and you want to see what the stickers go on that page, you can fold this in and you can follow along. You see, like that. And the same thing if you want to do the ones on the left, then you have the pages. That was pretty clever, I thought. Then you have the pages that are on the left on this flap. So if you want to work on this page, you can find, here it is here, you can find the page that this museum is, and stick your stickers if you want to do it exactly like this page, right? So I thought that was pretty clever to do that, so that whichever side you're working on, because when I first looked at it, I go, well, they only did every other one. And then it dawned on me, or maybe they even said, that you can put the flap in and work on this page and see the finished samples, right? So I'm going to flip through this. You're going to see the museums first, and they have all different museums. They have a little intro page of, you can, cut the stickers, cut the sticker sheets. I'm not going to show you those till the end of the book. They're not bad. So, and the paper is a little muted. It is kind of, it's not a deep saturation of ink. See, that it's kind of muted. It's not my camera this time. It's actually kind of a muted, muted pages. I guess that's the way so the stickers will stand out. And anyway, so it's a whole little project on stickers. Here's all the different contents, all of them here. There are 30 museums, 30 different museums. And it says turn to about illustrations after the artwork to learn more about the museum. So at the end of museum photo drawings, there are 30 little explanations about where the museums are, like the Natural History Museum in London, the Vatican Museum. It tells you what the museum, the Science Museum in London, the Museum of Things in Berlin. So it tells you about all the 30 different museums. I am not going to read all this, but just so you know that it does have information about each of the museums and where they're located. So you see they're blank. So you get these blank museums, has the aerospace, it has the Tate, it has, there's just, 30 museums. And so it's very cool, I think. It's very cool to have all the, it would be fun to alter the book, but I don't know what I'll do with it yet, because what would be kind of fun, the stickers are small. The stickers are small. Well, I don't want to show it to you yet. I'll wait. And so that you can fill up your page, right, with however many are for that page. But I think it would be fun to draw things in it. Fill up the museums with your own drawings, whether you use the stickers as reference, or if you go to you could Google the individual museums and see what's in them. And here's a Frida museum. I think is that in Mexico? Where's Frida's museum? Mexico City. So, and to draw little Frida things, it would be fun, I think, to draw your own items in the museum. I don't know, that's just me. I think that's the Tate there. And I didn't know that there's a cat museum. This cat museum, Kuching Cat Museum, in Sarawak, contains the only stuff. Oh, it tells some of the individuals have been recorded. Sarawak. I don't know where that is. Anyway, there's a cat museum. So here's I think that's a natural history museum, or this one might be. The ones here with the insects. This is the National Museum of Korea. Is that right? No, that's the National Museum of Korea. And then the Melbourne. This is the Melbourne Museum. And then this is the Museum of World of Insects and Natural Wonders in Thailand. So this museum's in Thailand. So they're all over the world, right? Um, and then here's MoMA. This is the museum. No, wait, this one. Wait, yeah. This one's a museum in Amsterdam. This one is a Museum of Modern Art. So I'm trying to flip because there's no numbers. There's nothing here that tells you. You have to look at the beginning, to see which is which. But I just think it would be so cool to draw your own, alter it yourself. Bye. Thanks for stopping in. And then, anyway, so then here's about all 30 museums, and then you got your stickers. So what they have is like a little panel for each of the museums, and they tell you to cut it down on the. I don't think it's perforated. They have dotted lines, so you can cut the little panel out and use it. They're very tiny, but they're so detailed. I loved the stickers. So you can see how tiny they are. You probably won't be able to tell much of what they are. Like here's one of the nautical. See look how cute the stickers are. There's the aerospace. The stickers were just so cute. I love the stickers. I know it's hard to see them, guys. But it has the picture of the museum up at the top, so you don't get lost in which one it is. It has a little number too, 8, 9. So you can don't get lost in which one it is. Um, Here's the King Tut's tomb. Isn't that cool? Yeah, you can need tweezers. Yeah, it's like making your books, Terry, which I want to finish that up. I have some, I got to finish up making the little books um, for the bookcase, the books that you gave me. I love those. So there's 30 strips, for each of the museums. I'm just going to try to hold it kind of steady because it's tiny. There's the cat museum. Look. You saw the book? Yeah, you're one. Yeah. And then here's I think this must be the one from Australia, maybe. Yeah, because there's a kiwi in there. Look. So. Sorry it's not more clear, guys. That's just, the way of it. So maybe you can kind of get a little bit of an idea of all the stickers. But that's why I got it. I got it for all the stickers. I just really thought they were so, even though they're tiny. So if you didn't want to, do the project with all the stickers, you could draw these things, practice drawing them, and put them on your pages. So yeah, so I just had to get this one. Again, they have all different, they had different ones. They had jungle, garden, maybe a flower garden, I think. I don't know. They had 3 or 4 different ones, but I went with the museum one. So, yeah, Stickertopia. I'd never seen them before. So I got that at Barnes & Noble. The other thing that I got at Barnes & Noble was this book called Creative Quest by Questlove. He is, and I didn't know this because I don't watch The Tonight Show since oh, good grief. Can't even think. Johnny Carson. But apparently he is in the band that plays for Jimmy Fallon's Tonight Show. And he's a DJ, a musician, and But anyway, he wrote this book on creativity, and he talks about, and he apparently he has another a biography on his life and his family and how, everything about himself. This one has quite a bit about his life and the things he's gone through and learned about creativity. Of course, I'm a sucker for any book on creativity. I just love books on creativity, and his look different. And so I'm about, I'm not that far into it. Yeah, about 50 pages in. I'm about 50 pages into it. And so I was really interested in this. So here's his little bio. He's a four-time Grammy award-winning musician, DJ, music producer, executive producer for film and television, culinary entrepreneur, designer, New York Times best-selling, James Beard Award-nominated author, co-founder of Philadelphia's most influential hip-hop group, The Roots. He serves as a musical director for The Tonight Show, starring Jimmy Fallon, where The Roots are the house band. And it's Ben Greenman, who is a New York Times best-selling author. I guess he helps people write their stories, like co-author or whatever. So anyway, yeah, and you can get this on Amazon. Thanks, Terry's. Terry's popping in the links. So it's really good. Like I said, I'm only 50 pages in. You can see I've got things marked here to where I want to write down notes. I have, in my traveler's notebook, I have different, notebooks, the traveler's notebooks sections for different books I'm reading, note taking, and all that. So I've got flagged some of the places that I want to take notes, and then this is just where I am in the book. So it's really good. I'll maybe after I've finished reading it, I'll let y'all know more about what I think about it. But it's really good. You're a sucker for anything Mount Everest, Christy. Well, I don't think there's any of that going on here, but So, Creative Quest by Questlove. It's really good. I don't know if I want to read any of it. Here, I'll read the intro here. What is creativity? Do you have it? How can you make it work for you? Questlove, musician, bandleader, designer, producer, culinary and entrepreneur, professor, and all-around cultural omnivore, draws on a lifetime of experience to offer insights in how to build the best creative life and how to let the best creative life build you. Questlove has worked with or around hundreds of other artists and engaged in dialogue with them regarding the creative process, whether in person or from an appreciation of their work. And he lists a bunch of musicians and people he's worked with. He's collected from these collaborators, mentors, and colleagues, as well as reflecting on his own experience. The result is a guide to the role of creativity in everyday life, where it comes from, where it goes, where it leads you. Whether you're curious about how to find the initial spark, unsure about how to handle failure, for that matter success, or unclear how to keep inspiration alive, Questlove's sharp, wise, and witty philosophy of creativity displays the candor and enthusiasm that fans have come to expect. So, yeah, so this is the book that I'm actually in reading right this moment. I mean, not here on the show, but so yeah, that I got that. Then the last two books that I want to show, and then we'll start another segment. Um, I love books on creativity. I do. And he talks about the different types of books, what his is not. And so I'm going to take notes, and maybe I'll read y'all some of the notes that I take when I finish the book. So I got two more books I want to show on this segment. Then we're going to start a different segment so they all don't just like blend into one. It's hard to post videos on YouTube, and people go, where's that video? And it's over there with the books. Well, it didn't have anything to do, it's just easier if I know we go on a lot of rabbit trails. There's just no getting around that. But if I can divide the projects up into segments, it's better. Okay, so the two books that I got at the thrift store, I think they were like $2, $2.25, $2.25. One of them was the book on Georgia O'Keeffe. Now, I think I have this in hardback. I actually think I have this book in hardback, but let me get that glare. There we go. but for $2.25 I bought it again. You know? And it's the it's a whole biography on George O'Keeffe, all her works. I've read a few books on her. Well, I should say a couple books on her um, life and her uh, just her whole life and the photographer she married, and well, I don't know if they ever got married, but anyway, and what her paintings mean, how she developed her style, all that. It's fascinating. It really is fascinating. If you've never read her a biography on her, doesn't have to be this one, obviously. It can be any book about her. I don't even know how much of her. Well, it has quite a bit in there. Uh, but if you haven't read anything about her, you love her art button, yeah. So, and here I am flipping backwards. So I'm sure her more recent is, and I think she died in the late 80s, 90s. It probably says at the beginning. I don't remember. It's been years since I read her biography. Really, button? Okay. So again, for $2.25, I couldn't resist this. Let me see. What's her? I guess I could just probably look it up on Google it. There she is, her old age there. Lived in New Mexico, Taos, I think. Yeah. So this is copyright 1987, which I'm sure the first one was a hardback probably. But this one's 1987. The paperback, no. Yeah, doesn't say, but yeah, this book came out in 87. Yeah, she did live to a ripe old age, 90 something. So anyway, so I got that at the thrift store. The other thing I got at the thrift store, and what I want to work in, and I'm really excited to work in, but I'm gonna refrain from doing it today because I got to catch up on these other projects. But I'm really excited. This is going to be my next art journal. She died in 86. Thanks, Terry. Thank you for looking that up. Or maybe you just knew it. The next book that I got at the thrift store, again for $2.25. I can't wait. This is gonna be my next art journal. Now don't laugh. Well, you can laugh if you want. I'm laughing. Is 20th Century Typewriting. This is a book like the textbook. It has the flip over so that you can stand it up while you're learning how to use a typewriter. It's made to stand up like this, right? Now, if y'all don't know what a typewriter is, then you're way younger. Yeah, it did. It must have been because if she died in 86, the book came out in 87. Yeah. Um, this is a complete course. It came out, I think it's 1965 or 67. I'll look when I open it up. But it's got the soft, it's got the flexible spine because you flip the book back. You flip it open. But wait do you see? Yeah, Jean's laughing at me if you don't know. I love it's been well loved. It's been used. It's been annotated. It's been scribbled in. It's like, I just love this book. You have this book, Lynn? I'm going to turn it into an art journal. So there's all kinds of scribbles and all kinds of, I don't know. I just thought it was 1967. And it's so soft and flexible. And it's just, you'll have to be careful if you use a book like this, but any textbook like this, but this one it's like, it's not pure white paper, it's faded paper, and, so, yeah. And it goes like this, you see? So like this would be page 1, page 2. So if you did a journal in it, an art journal in it, but I would just put it all on top. Put whatever kind of journaling I did, mixed media, drawing, sketch, whatever. It's just going to go on top, right? So it's got your posture, and wait, does it go backwards? Okay, so it does go the other way. Okay, so this is how I would do it, because one side goes one way and one goes the other. So this is how I'll do it. It was just at the intro that it was top and bottom. So at the top and bottom, on the intro, the contents are all in order, but when you start to do the flipping, one's backwards, one. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to number them all. One, well, it's got the numbers on them. Okay. Is that how they do it? Well, that's how they already did it. Oh my gosh, it is. And then go backwards and then flip the book around and work the other way. You know what I'm saying? So we'll start like here, like this will be page, well, 2, you know, and work this way. And then when you get to the back of the book, you flip the book back around and you go the other way. So that's my plan. But I loved all the tiny text, the different little illustrations, and all the fonts, you know, the typewriter, you know, everything about it. I just loved everything about this book. And so, and the paper's thin. I mean, it's like Create Space thin. No, it's really thinner than that. So you have to, you know, either, you know, maybe matte medium, or, yeah, I don't know. I never have a problem. I work on thin paper all the time. And, you know, by the time you put any paint, scrape paint, you know, baby white paint, whatever kind of how you scrape it on. And they made you use the manual, not the electric. Let's see, as I started typewriters in school, got some Commodores. There was no computers when I was in school, none. So yeah, I'll do a little everything, Pacola. I might collage, paint, draw. It's going to be like a mixed media journal, right? I haven't planned out exactly, other than maybe scraping some paint. My initial idea was to put big numbers on every page, but they have pretty big numbers on it already. But I was thinking like a big 8, a big 9, a big 10, you know, and maybe I'll still do that. Number the pages really big, stamp really big numbers on all the pages. And then when you get to the end, of course, that's 200 pages later, flip the book around and work your way back. So anyway, I just thought it was so cool. And it's really sturdy. I mean, that is like bound in there. That's not going anywhere. Those pages are not coming out. You see what I'm saying? Like, look at that. Look at that spine in there. See, I'm tugging on it. It's not going anywhere. So I don't think the pages are going to fall out. Let me zoom in a little bit. So I just loved everything about it. Look at all the little notes. Now here's a page that's torn, so I'd have to tape that back, you know. But I thought for $2.50, this is fun all day long. But, you know, a math textbook, and, you know, it would be fun, I think, just to alter a textbook. See, like this one's torn, and, you know, you can tape it back, make it, you know, it's old. So, yeah. So, I just really thought it was very cool. So this is going to end up being an altered book. Isn't that cool, guys? Am I the only one that thinks that's cool? For a journal? Oh my goodness. Hey, Fee, good to see you. Anybody else I missed? Good morning. Thanks for being here. There are some chat issues. I mean, some logging. I don't know. Staying connected in here this morning. So you gotta find yours, Lynette. Yeah, wouldn't it be fun to alter? I mean, are you keeping it for sentimental reasons or something? Floppy disks. Oh, I remember floppy disks. Anyway, so yeah, that's you can see. I'm not sure what size it is here. It's, you know, 2 hands big. But yeah, so those are the books that I got, and I need to take a picture of all of them. Unless something's missing. What am I missing? Oh, Georgia. Okay. Let me just take a quick picture of all of them laid out here. So Put this one on top here like this. All right, where's my phone? So I can go in order of the videos that we're doing here. Let's see. Oh, I don't even think I can get them all in. Oh, let's go from the side. I can get it from the side, I think. I got them spread out. Hang on, guys. Let me try to get this in here. Okay. So, yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed seeing the book. I don't know if you want to call it a haul, but it is a haul to me. Okay, so we're going to be right back. I'm going to stop this video. I'm going to grab a cup of coffee. When we come back, I'm going to, we'll zoom in a little bit and do, I'm going to show how I made these mixed media, collage, altered postcards. So I will be right back, and thanks guys for watching over on YouTube and on Ustream. Thanks guys, I'll be right back.